The clothes you're wearing right now have almost certainly traveled further than you have. The cotton might have been grown in one country, spun into fabric in another, stitched together in a third, then shipped to a shop near you, and that entire journey is globalization, the process of the world becoming more interconnected. And here's the part that surprises most people: this isn't a modern invention at all. It's been happening for over 2,000 years. So let's start with what interconnected actually means. Two or more things are interconnected when they're linked to each other and have an impact on each other. So when countries, businesses, and people become more linked, something that happens in one place can affect somebody thousands of miles away. A factory shutting down in one country can change what's on the shelves in another. Most people think globalization means the world becoming more developed. But actually, that's a completely different idea. Globalization is about connection, not wealth. A country can become far more connected to the rest of the world without becoming any richer. Here's something to think about. You're already part of this, probably in more ways than you'd guess. If you've ever messaged someone in another country, watched a film made on the other side of the world, eaten food from a different culture, or used a phone containing parts from 4 or 5 different countries, that's globalization. A lot of it runs on world trade. The global exchange of goods and services. Every time something is bought or sold across a border, that's world trade in action. And it's happening constantly, in enormous volume, every single day. Quick quiz. Let's test your knowledge. This one's trickier than it looks. What does globalization actually mean? Think about it. The answer is B. The world becoming more interconnected. It's about places, people and businesses becoming more linked to each other, not about how developed or wealthy a country is. Nice work. Now here's where everything we've covered starts to connect. Because if globalization is really about connection, then it didn't begin with the internet. Here's something wild. Around 2,000 years ago, a network of trade routes known as the Silk Road linked Asia to Europe. Traders carried silk, spices, metals, and precious stones across thousands of miles. But goods weren't the only thing traveling. Ideas moved along those routes too. So did languages, religions, technology, and disease. The Silk Road was early globalization, running long before anybody had a word for it. Get this. Traffic lights were first used in London in 1868. The idea spread to the United States in the early 1900s. And today you'll find traffic lights in almost every country on Earth. One idea, from one street, now controlling traffic across 6 continents. That's what interconnection does to a good idea. It doesn't stay put. Right, pay attention to this one. Because globalization has a difficult side to its history, and it matters. When Christopher Columbus reached the Caribbean in 1492, it triggered an enormous exchange between continents. People, animals, plants, and diseases all moved in both directions. And the consequences were huge, especially for the people already living there. Then came the Age of Empire. Right up until the 1950s, many countries around the world were colonized. Which means they were ruled by another country. The colonizing nation usually imposed its own laws, language, culture, and religion. Many colonized countries lost parts of their own culture, had their natural resources taken from them, and their people were oppressed. And those effects didn't disappear when independence arrived. They're still being felt today. If you're finding this useful, don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you.
Right, quiz time. See if you were paying attention. A lot of people trip up on this exact question. Which of these is not an example of globalization? See what you reckon. The answer is B. Growing vegetables in your own garden. Every other option involves goods, people, or information crossing a border, and that's the test. Spot on. Now here's where it gets interesting. Because globalization has entered a completely new phase, and the reason is transport and technology. Ships, planes, and lorries move goods around the planet faster and more cheaply than ever before. And the internet moves information instantly. A message that once took months to cross an ocean by ship now takes less than a second. That's also why companies can operate in dozens of countries at the same time. Businesses like Tesco and McDonald's run stores in many different countries. They're known as transnational corporations, and they're one of the clearest signs of a connected world. Check this out. Globalization doesn't just move products around. It changes the places we actually live in. It can lead to a diverse society, one with a wide variety of people, religions, and cultures living side by side. You can see it on almost any high street. Restaurants serving food from several continents, shops selling ingredients from around the world, signs written in different languages, places of worship for different faiths, and buildings influenced by architecture from other countries. Those aren't small details. They're visible evidence that the place you live is connected to the rest of the world. There's a free worksheet for this video. Link in the description. It's a good way to check all of this has stuck. Okay, final quiz. And this one's the hardest. Most people get this wrong first time. Roughly how long ago did the Silk Road trade routes begin? Take your time with this one. The answer is D. About 2,000 years ago. Connecting distant parts of the world turns out to be an ancient habit rather than a modern one. Brilliant! Comment below how many you got right. So let's pull it all together. Globalization is the process of the world becoming more interconnected. It isn't a new idea. Trade routes, exploration and colonization were linking continents long before modern technology existed, and colonization in particular caused damage that's still being felt today. And globalization can lead to a diverse society, with a wide variety of people, religions, and different cultures. Here's a question for you. What's the clearest sign of globalization where you live? Maybe it's a shop, maybe it's a restaurant, maybe it's the label inside your clothes. Leave a comment and let me know. If you found this helpful, you might want to check out my video on natural resources explained. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more Key Stage 3 Geography videos. This is iNewittAll, and I will see you in the next video.